Good howdy, folks. Welcome back to another James Blackburn experience. Thanks a lot for tuning back in. Let's go right to the date. Today is September 8th? Is that what we decided?
8th.
It's September 8th, 2017. I don't know why I always have issues with the date. But we're at a special place for you today. We're going to be hiking at a place called the White Mesa mountain bike area. And I have a good friend with me, Mr. Don Ivy. So let's give him a round of applause. Yay! Thanks a lot for coming out and being on the show today. I appreciate it.
No problem.
For those of you who haven't seen Don on my channel before, he's a good buddy. We've known each other for
about 7 years.
8 years now. Yeah. About since 2010, I think, right?
Yeah.
And we've worked on several TV shows and movies together, as well as music. Wonderful guy, a good friend, and thanks for inviting me out to come hiking today.
My pleasure.
You know, I needed to get out of the office because for the last 4 or 5 days I've been doing nothing but editing. And it's nice to get out here. So folks, I apologize. This is not going to be another boring video. This one's going to be fun and very beautiful. So what do you say we get started?
You know, it's funny. I was here exactly a year ago.
That's right. He was just telling me about that. 1 year ago today, just by accident, he ended up being here. Yeah. So that's awesome. So you got some pictures and stuff?
Right. Came up in my memories on Facebook, you know.
Yeah. It's always, Facebook reminding us of things we did one day at a time.
There you go.
So anyway, stay tuned because this one's going to be a lot of fun and very, very scenic. So thanks a lot, folks. All right, folks, as they say in the old parable, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And we're like 10 steps into it already. So we're looking good, feeling good. Going to take you up and show you some formation. All right, folks, continuing the journey. There's me and Don. We are heading up the hill here to a rock formation that Don calls the ice cream cone, or ice cream swirl. What do you call it?
Ice cream cone.
And you'll see why in here in a second. It's exactly that. Let me switch the camera around. I'll show it to you. All right, there in front of us, folks. You can see, definitely looks ice creamy. I think I may have to go get a ice cream cone after this. It's making me think about that.
If you come over this way, you get some blue sky behind it, and you can really see.
It's awesome. All right, there it is, folks. It's amazing to me to see Mother Nature, when it's left to do its own thing, it creates stuff like this. Let me back out here and show you some of these other rock formations as well. This is just a beautiful spot. I'd love to camp up here. This would be awesome. Look at that color.
Purple or
what an odd
something.
Combination of just rock and minerals all here together. A lot of different tones. Man, this is a beautiful place. I am never disappointed by coming up here.
Could you imagine being here during...
All right, folks, continuing the journey here. We're a little off trail, a little bit of a sketchy spot, but it's not too bad. We're actually using our brains with our feet together at the same time. So that's usually a successful. It's so odd. There's just so much weirdness here in this dirt.
Oh my God, dude.
There's all this clear stuff. Sounds like it might be a good view up there, huh?
That's incredible.
Wow. You weren't kidding.
Look behind us.
Yeah. Some more of that blue rock over there. And the classic New Mexico skies. So we made it up over the hill. And now we're hiking down into here. You can see Don down there. He's doing a good job. Look how incredible this place is. It's just, I love the desert Badlands. It's just a beautiful, beautiful spot to be.
We're only about 10 miles from Rio Rancho. That's what I find amazing.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're close to town. But it sure doesn't feel like it. All right, folks, we just came down this area right up in here. And now we're down in the flatter part of the canyon, and the trail continues back here. Now, if you go back and look, I've hiked this particular canyon 2 other times on my channel over the last few years. So I know I'm back again, but we're going to go into uncharted territory here in a bit. We're going to go up and over this thing, and there's another canyon on the other side that we're going to go down inside, and that's the new spot for me. It's going to be awesome. All right, folks, every time I come into this canyon, I have to stop right here and look at this. That unusual white rock right there, it's so different than everything else around it. I've always referred to it as the cathedral because it kind of reminds me of a church. So we're going to walk up in there and show you the inside of it. All right, folks, we're at the back of the canyon, and we're at the part where you start to go up quite a bit. So I'm going to shut up here and not talk for a while and just hunker down in a four-wheel drive low and get to the top. It's such a beautiful place.
That is just incredible.
Next part of the trail goes up and over this rock right here in front of us. The last stretch to the top. Somebody mountain biked down this, believe it or not. Or up it, probably down it. All right, folks, we're heading up this part next to the top. A little out of breath. We're at a higher elevation and we're going up right now. So it always gets me a bit, but no other place I'd rather be right now. You know, on camera, this doesn't look that steep, but it feels steep in real life. I like Don's method. He just looks in front of him for the next few feet and keeps going until he's there. All right. What's up and around the corner here?
Wow, that's incredible.
I love the color of the Badlands. It's so unique. All right, here he comes, almost to the top. Whew. Wow. There you go. That's a danger trail right there.
We're at the top of this canyon, and it's just spectacular. If you look back here, you see the white Mesa fishing line right there. Just look at some of the rock formations around here. It's just amazing. And standing on this pool.
And to give you folks an idea, that's the parking lot down there, and that white truck is Don's. That's where we're parked at. Let me back out and show you how far away we are now. We've hiked a pretty good distance already, and we're up in elevation quite a bit, so there you have it. Here we are, up above the other canyon that I promised you. Love this place. And the trail goes to the right there. We'll follow that in a second. But before we do, we're going to show you what we're going down inside of. That's pretty awesome. Okay, that was the first canyon. Here's the second canyon.
That point's right in the middle of it too.
Yeah, that looks awesome. Can't wait to get down in there and check it out. Folks, over there you can see that big silhouette there. That's called Cabazon Peak. Now, if you go back a couple years ago, I actually summited that thing and did a video about it, so that's still a few miles from where we're at. But we're going to be heading down in this canyon here in just a second, so I've always wanted to go down in here, and now we're going to. It's incredible. I love it. It feels like we're on the moon, or
There's a geological marker up there. Or geographic.
All right, folks, you can see the trail right there in the middle. We're going to be hiking down that in just a minute. It's going to be awesome. Pretty excited about it. It's a beautiful day.
Or the tools or anything like that, you know. So I marked the
All right, folks, we are descending down the center spine now into the canyon. And right now it's feeling good, but when we have to hike out of here in an hour or two, this part's gonna suck. But, you know, a bad day's hiking is still better than a good day's work, right? Or is that fishing? It matters not. We're in nature. You know, from a distance, you can't even tell there's really a trail in here. Hey, you got a phone connection up here. Boy, look at that view. That is awesome.
Wow.
Can't wait to get down there. That's going to be great.
That's incredible, dude.
All right, folks, we are continuing our journey. We're almost down the spine. We just met a mountain biker a few minutes ago, and he kind of gave us the lowdown on how to get down here, but it goes down, and it goes down quick. And you got to be really careful because it's a lot of sketchy rock here, but it's awesome, though. I'm enjoying being here. It's another great day in New Mexico.
That is so cool.
All right, folks, the trail is there, but you have to go through here to get to it. Yeah, from up here it looks really steep until you get to the edge, and then you realize it's not too horrible to get down there, so. All right, this little steep part right here, you gotta be real careful because this is a slip and slide waiting to happen. Canyonlands right here. Over there between that canyon's where we're going to head when we go out. And this rocky ridge right here, that's the one we came down to get here. But it's a full 360 of where I'm standing right now, folks. This is absolutely beautiful. Oh man. Gotta say thank you again, Don. Thanks for inviting me today, man. I appreciate it. It's awesome. I wish I could have seen that guy coming down that on the mountain bike. I bet from this angle it was really cool. All right, folks, that trail that you can see coming down there, the big long trail, that is what we came down a few minutes ago. Now let me back out the camera and show you. We're pretty far away from there, and we're on the other side heading up another mesa now. This is incredible. All right, continuing the journey. There's Don way up there on the top. I came up here to explore this cave here, which now doesn't look like much, but still came down to check it out. It's always fun. All right, folks, we're about 2.5 miles into the trail. As you can see, we found a nice tree here to sit and take a break in the shade. Don and I are having some snacks here, and we're gonna hike a little bit further in before we turn around and head back. So we're on track for 5 to 6 miles of hiking today here in the White Mesa mountain bike area. So enjoying it. What can I say, folks? I love New Mexico. It's awesome. I love hiking here. I love my friends here. I love my family here. It's just an awesome, beautiful place full of nice, friendly people. All right, folks, we're on top of this thing. Not all the way on top, but pretty close. You would think down in the bottom is where the water would be, but right here at the top, there's a natural spring just bubbling right out of the ground, and you can see it going down the hill here. And everything we're standing on here, this is all built up over the years from the water and the minerals. Look how huge this thing is. So this water has been flowing here for a long, long time.
What's with the bubbles?
Yeah.
What's living in there?
It's all squishy up here, but that's cool. I've never seen a natural water source like this in the desert, especially on top of a mesa. I mean, this has to be bubbling up from way underneath. You'd have to do some filtering to get this drinkable, though. It looks a bit funky.
Well, that's kind of mold on top there.
Right. It smells very, very sulfury. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So folks, this whole thing here has been built up over the years from the mineral in the water. And the minerals are, there's a lot of them here. This is really...
That tree's covered with it.
Oh yeah, so folks, this is juniper tree, and these are all the juniper berries. And boy, when they start sprouting, they really sprout out a lot. I believe there's an animal out here that loves these things because I've seen a lot of these berries in their poo. All right, folks, after hiking for about 3 miles, we made it to junction 12. If you look here, you can see the parking area, and you follow these trails up all the way up to right there. There's junction 12. So we hiked a pretty good distance. We hiked from there up through there all the way up to here to right there. And now we're gonna hike back. I believe we're gonna take this little loop trail here, this other ridge trail off to the side back, which is right over here. You can see it going up the ridge right there, so it's gonna be fun.
Proof there's 550.
Yep, down below there, folks, you can see the highway going through. It's hard to see, but there is a highway down there, and that's Highway 550. And we hiked back quite a distance today, over 3 miles one way in and 3 miles back to the car, so. It might not be as noticeable, huh?
It's in shadow. Hello. Used to be something there.
All right, folks, well, here's me, here's Don. We're gonna wrap it up for the day. We had a great hike. Probably about six and a half miles total by the time we're done here. But I wanted to sign off while we're having a nice hiking moment here. So feel free to subscribe to my channel for the latest updates. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them. And as usual, love, and hate. Take care of one another. See you guys. Bye.